Good morning. All right, here we go. So Monday, November 3rd, man, we're here. Time change. That got me this weekend. I didn't even know about it. We took off to Baltimore for 2 days for lacrosse. Got back in last night, left Friday. Just doing it, right? Busy here at the beach, busy week. Let me say that I'm fired up about a couple things this morning, but let me say this one off the top. Guys, I'm giving you permission out there. It is perfectly okay in the profession that I've chosen to ask the agent that you're planning on working with or that you're thinking about working with about their experience, particularly in our area and particularly helping you with investment property. Okay. Here's the reason I'm saying this. I love helping you guys. I'm on a run of right now helping people that purchase something with somebody else. And I'm not talking about the market just falling since COVID. I'm talking about the advice they got. And listen, it's tricky out there. I get it. But like, what I'm saying is, even on the selling side, it's perfectly okay to ask the person about their experience. It doesn't happen a lot, to be honest with you. It really doesn't. So just throwing that out there, it doesn't have to be with me. There's a lot of amazing professionals around here. But here's what I'm saying. I'm helping some people with some challenges they shouldn't be in. They should not be in these situations, but we're going to help them out. All right. That's it. Let's get to these numbers. I'm excited about it. Good week, bringing on new listings that I'm excited about. Guys, these sellers, like, we're pricing these things. Like, I'm really excited about where these price points are coming out. That's for sellers and buyers, because I think that's going to work some magic just in the marketplace. Let's get into it and let's take a look. And I got one thing here I'm just going to go off on, and let's just get to it. New listings 42. I like it. It's getting better, right? We're not in those 60s that we were running. A little bit higher than I wanted. I kind of wanted, we're in that lull period right before Thanksgiving. So, but I've got a prediction on why that is. I'm going to tell you in a second. Pending sales 30. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Because one could tell you it's a bit distracting. We got, what is it, voting tomorrow. I mean, you can't even turn on the TV right now. It's a little bit wild. So to see 30 transactions going to contract and just staying the course, just staying steady, I love it. Closed properties 25, love it. We're getting them across the finish line. There's some news out there talking about had our worst, our closings didn't get across the finish line. I think it was in the month of September at the highest record, at the highest point. And I forget how many years they were talking about. We're not seeing that here. Now, we did lose some for a variety of reasons, but it felt like the normal reasons why we wouldn't. Okay. And it was very few. We've been closing ours. Okay. So that's it. Listen, I want to bring something up to you. You see this right here? I'm kind of highlighting it right there. That expired 101. First of all, let me say this. Price change is 47. So that's down a little bit because there's not real much strategy in that right now, but it's still a decent amount. Here's what's going to throw my numbers off next week. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. And it drives me crazy. Expired 101 listings. Guys, when we normally look at this, there's like 7. Okay? There's like 7. I'm going to tell you, and I love my profession, most of this is a mistake. Most of this is agents are going to wake up this morning and go, oops. They put them for October 31st on a listing agreement. They have to input it in MLS. It went past that date. It automatically expired and came off the market. I would say 80 out of those 101 expired, probably 90. Let's call it, I'm going to say it, 90 of those expireds are not supposed to be expired. Like, they just didn't have a conversation with the seller ahead of time to make sure what the plan was. So now it's expired. Now they'll have those conversations. Some of the people will stay off the market. Some people, it's going to take a couple of days to realize they're off the market. But what I'm saying is, when we turn it back on next week, I'm predicting that we might have 80 of those in some capacity back on the market. Some will take it down for a couple of days and they'll show back up as new. Some will come back in this back on market category. You see that right there, 21. A lot of that is expirations, okay? A lot of that, it would be where if the deal fell through, just back on market. But you know this from watching me for any amount of time, there's a trend out there. If you're going to reset the pricing, they'll take it off the market and bring it back on as new. I think that a lot of these with the expired will do the same. And so if we see a inventory run next week that looks a little surprising, then a lot of people took the strategy of bringing it back on as new. But we'll note to take a look at the back on market as well, just to see what's going on with that. Okay. So most of that is just honestly agent error, just being transparent with you. They put it out there, take a listing agreement for a year, 6 months. October 31st is a great day that you can kind of put it out there. It's like we'll check it again at Halloween, talk about it. We get ahead of that. We don't want them to expire just on MLS, so we stay ahead of that. But a lot of people just react to it, and a lot of sellers are going to be surprised that their house is off the market for a couple of days. Just being transparent. It's the way it goes. So that's going to throw my numbers off. And you know how much we love our numbers, so it's going to throw them off. All right. Hey guys, get with your CPA. Like I'm trying to bring somebody on. I'm going to reach out to. I want to talk to an accountant about this cost depreciation. You know, they took it from 40% to 100% this year. And I received a couple of calls over the last week where CPAs, you know how it is at the end of the year, you kind of go through your tax thing and everybody's like, hey, did you need a new work truck? You know, do you need well, what's happening is they're reminding them now like, hey, weren't you thinking about buying that beach property? All right, this isn't a commercial. I'm not trying to be hokey. These are real life conversations. Weren't you thinking about buying that beach property? You know, if you get one this year with the recent increase back up to 100% cost depreciation, you can write that thing down. It'll save you significantly on your taxes this year. If you're not aware of that and you've been looking for a little bit of time, I would reach out to your CPA. I'm going to try to get one on next week. I know we're getting down to the wire because I'd love for you to hear from their end what they're advising clients or a little bit more about what that is. So that's really what I'd love to bring you guys next week. So somebody hold me to it. I appreciate you. Listen, again, man, I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm working with so many of you. We've got 3 new listings coming on this week. And I guess the point is this is working for both you and I. Like you guys are appreciating the content. It seems like I'm appreciating being able to talk to you. And this is my only goal. I'm not in this for like views and all that good stuff. I'm in this to make relationships with people that are interested in buying property in Destin and 30A area. That's it. You know, that's the relationship we're doing here. So I just want to be your guide. So if there's more that I can bring you, if there's more different content, there's more questions that I can answer, throw them my way. Okay. We're going to keep pressing this on. I love doing it. I appreciate you guys. We're going to be here every Monday as long as I'm doing this. Okay. So thank you guys in advance. That's going to be a big week, beautiful weather, and lots going on, lots of video. Call me. Love to hear from you. Talk to you soon.